Hello, how we doing? Hi. Hello. How is thee? Remember this game? It's called Factorio. Might have played it once or twice. So when we left off last time, this thing was becoming sentient. And it should, conceivably in theory, I think when I left it last time it was able to build itself, because it's making the combinators, it's making the chests, it's making, or at least attempting to make the roboports and the bots. Attempting. Oh, actually, that reminds me. One thing that I didn't do yesterday was actually configure this. Fine. That's fine. That's probably not fine. Because this is going to put a pretty significant drain on this everything if I leave it as is. Because this is meant to be doing end game stuff. It's not really intended to be doing now game stuff. So let's just slow some of this crap down. Just for the minutes. I should actually upgrade to those pipes at some point. But I need more smelting to do that. Now let's just temper this stuff a little bit for now. What I will also do is... Actually, no, screw that. Not going to do that. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, just temper some of the other stuff. Is the main thing. Just so it isn't trying to crank out a lot more materials than it can reasonably produce. This poor base. I mean, there is a lot of iron being produced for all it's worth. It's only a single belt. Isn't that meant to be two belts? Oh no, it's two of those belts, that's right. And that needs to get onto a train anyway and get over to here to get processed. Maybe even make that external too. Maybe an external smelter wouldn't be a bad idea. One thing that does bother me is this stack size. Is it the same? It was the same for the ore, wasn't it? 100. Yeah, 800 per 8,000 per thingy is a stack size of 400. So temporarily, is there? This is it's the eternal Factorio question. Is there a way I can squeeze a little bit more out of that? And I think the answer is a most assured no. The reason why I'm concerned about this is 8,000 per wagon is how big of a train am I going to make it? If I do make it a bigger train, should I limit it or not? That leads to so many questions. Now we... No. Oh, there's a Veldeck. You're late. I even gave you a personalised message too. To get in here. I'm early. I mean, that's beside the point. That's beside the point. I might have got bored and started early. How big are my trains now? Currently they're 121s. Very basic early game. Hardly ever even use that sort of size most of the time. Now you need to be into the network. Actually, I don't know why, but I can't... Why I'm not doing it, but I can actually call for light bulbs now too. So I can just plop a thingy down. We're in a meeting? Been doing Excel magic. Ah, Excel witchcraft magic stuff. Put that down a little bit more. Not that it really matters. I don't remember if I need electronic components in the Robo network, but I'm going to put them in the Robo network, just in case. And then on top of that, all for some Robo ports, which are probably never going to get built. I mean, I'm just wondering whether I go limit it to 4 or if I go to 8 or even 16. I mean, 16 is 16 still. I could always just limit the capacity to half as well. There's a lot of things you can do. I might actually just go, ooh, a Michelle and a Spellmaster. Hey, everyone's here. I might even, I might just go 16 for this, because 16 in the end. Probably is it's a bit, we'll see. Might be okay. Actually, there is green and purple bells at the very least, the ones that I turned off before. I'm just thinking about it, thinking ahead. There's, I can't actually put those in there. Huh. Why does Velda get his own mention? Personalized message. He was so honky yesterday. It's mainly because I felt like it, if it came down to it. Because in fact, if I go here, there it is. There's this advanced assembly machine, which, yeah, crafting speed of 5. And I think there is a furnace as well, from memory. There it is, advanced furnace. Crafting speed of 12. So maybe 16 isn't entirely out of bounds. Isn't entirely a terrible idea. And I do want to go big on this save, so... they're bringing me my light bulbs. Wonderful. Now, can they bring me some roboports that'll probably never get made? Speaking of, let's switch that over. Okay, 1 and 2. We're out of advanced circuits again. Why did the... you might not have had enough. I mean, you should really be questioning why Veldak won that. He only got 40, that's why. Yeah, 5,000, it didn't get the confirmation because it didn't have enough. Alright, first thing to fix. Is connecting these to the glorious mega network of roboports. Like that. So now there should be a rush of bots all the way up here. It should say, it should do a lot of things, but like most of these chatbots, when it was bought out, its features pretty much stagnated. Its development pretty much stagnated. And so the features it could have basically don't exist. Is it open source? No. Probably don't need that many, realistically. Oh no, I do need this many because I did actually calculate it out. Come to think of it. It's owned by Stream Labs. It used to be Ankbot. And then they bought it out. There hasn't really been any changes to it since ever. User should be Iron. Plug these in. Yeah, so while the ME's building itself, we'll work on processing iron. Seems like a good idea. Oh, mineral water. Mineral water used for, I've forgotten. So wasn't there another puddle of... Oh, there it is. Yeah, way out there, there's more iron. Ash stone train. Vague memories that I did it that way because I ran out of stuff to do it properly. Which really does sound about right for me. Okay, so we're processing that. Just need to get some water in and out. I guess seems I'm moving this thing. Go. Place an extra underground. It's probably fine now then. Yes, you are also correct. Output inserters are kind of important. Like that. No I didn't. Because that's meant to be there. That's meant to be there, and that's going to fill with water. I mean, I'm working my way through it. In theory, you could just use the one belt to return all the way. It's like nothing. It really is just nothing. Right name. Make it the right name. Ither. Fact. Iron ore unload. Like so. And the washed ore is done. That's done. Okay. Cloud, how you doing? Iron and copper on the same output. Yeah, that's what I was rambling on about there. But I think that'll be one of those to be seen things. Oh, look at that. The lumber's backed up now. Doing about half. These are about half. Very clattery. Where is method? There and there. Production 2.1 to 1 hour. So I can almost produce like 2k. I can almost apparently consume 2k. I'm just going to leave it as is. The wood gasifier thingy. I'm using the fuel refinery to turn... Oh, I need steam. Turn lumber and oxygen and steam into biomethanol. Biomethanol or bioethanol? Basically using lumber and steam and oxygen to turn it into fuel. How's 1.2k 2k? 1.8 there, which is nearly 2k. Then 2k there. That was how I got it. Right now it's balanced because it's only running at half capacity. I actually need more of them. Uh-oh, it's ad break time. Now I'm completely distracted. There. Ah. Huh? Allegedly. Oh, mobile. It might not be if you're on mobile. Yeah, so I need some of these. I fill that up. Wow, that's actually still struggling. Is it struggling on water? No. Got Ned, something about finishing your antibiotics? That is a strange one. Oh, okay, it's catching up. Dust. Yeah, now it's rising. Now it's getting the steam it desires. If in doubt, triple it? Pretty much. Means the rule of Factorio is, if you're not sure, double it, then double it again. Yeah, now it's really running hard. Unfortunately, I'm missing a fuel refinery there. Take apart any inserter in the crusher. Well, how about that? Grab a few of them. Electronic circuits. I grabbed a few automation cores along the way. Didn't engines used to take automation cores as well? I swear they did. At least at one point. Just outright needs plate. Need iron plate. Which is very much on the struggle bus. I haven't. There is no reason to be keeping stone furnaces around. No good reason. That's one way to get steel plate. Slurp it off the belt. No more meetings? It's Factorio time. Ooh. I forgot they're there. I think I started upgrading it and then ran out of furnaces. Up to 62. Slurp this belt as well. 1 and 2. I'm still waiting for them to craft. That's why. We'll get the train loose on that. Oh, you're still not done. I mean, this is still trying to get done too. Pressing. Can. Wait, I'm gonna wait for that now. Speaking of missing, this is probably a terrible idea. Cargo. You look like you're moving like you're low on power. Okay, it did the thing properly. Full cargo. Ooh, I forgot about that equipment grid. Right, you can go. Then we're gonna want bit of a train thingy there. 2, 4, 6, 8, something like that. 3, 6, 9, 12. Was close. It's close in the way that I was aiming for Perth and ended up in Queensland. The thing that I really, really need, actually, while that's happening, plop some radar down there. Or I could just place a bajillion inserters down and end of those. See them again. I think it has actually been crafting those and slowly filling my inventory. I haven't noticed. I'm gonna be so starved of resources. JMO. It has been a very long time, hasn't it? Oh, that actually reminds me. I was trying to find the first part of this playthrough, and I cannot find the recording anywhere. It's 2 a.m. Also, hey Glacier. Time to fall asleep to the stream? Aha. Sleepy time. Sing you a bedtime lullaby as well? Although, you wouldn't want a koala to do that, because it usually involves some ear-piercing screeching and all kinds of otherworldly noises. Have you ever seen a sound recording of a koala? It's pretty messed up. No. Okay. It's some noises, shall we say? At some point, I do want to switch the bot over to. I was looking at switching the bot over to. Oh, you might not have 5,000. So JMO. On the count of the fact that the stats seem to be entirely broken. Yeah. It's already getting low. Which actually reminds me, I'm gonna be able to build much without builds and such. But then again, at the same time, I'm not really building an outpost from scratch. I'm really just converting an existing outpost from trains, from direct belt all the way over to trains. Go. Of course, plugging this part in would be smart too. Flameware. Look at that mod hacks. Let's trim this down. Go. That while we're at it. It's a horrible thingy. Data thingy. Oh, I didn't actually need to craft those, but okay. Let's do a little temporary... very temporary and very crappy passing loop. Just here. There, and you go there. A bippity boppity. Boopity. Oh, craft more. Sasquatchy. I was actually thinking there for a moment that I was like, I need a the transparent trees button. And then I remember this game doesn't have a transparent trees button. And that's why trees are the true enemy. Because you can't see through them at any point. That's what we do to delinquent trees. Temporary but permanent. I mean, they're both outposts, so they're not going to last forever. Oh, hello, train. Fancy seeing you here. It's hungry for ore. Exterminators. I mean, I probably could have limited that to just the belt. But I can always just cancel it when I'm done. I think permanent is a temporary government fix. That is very accurate. Shockingly accurate, even. Oh, it needs more power, doesn't it? That'll be Dino, I'm guessing. Oh. At least not on that Discord. Oh, that's why. They're just trying to upgrade to blues. That'll do it. Let's temporarily lower the highway speeds to meet the carbon quota. That feels very European. Ah, okay. Cancel all that. And job's done. I was feeling particularly keen. What I could do is go 1, 2, 3. There, there. Bit of that. That. Like so. And then... They'll go there. And they'll go there. That's not the right belt. That's the right belt. Get there in the end. It is European. America, they shout free, the freedom being taken away. They have a protest, or burning some oil like it's Kuwait 1989. Insert one there. No reason to limit the rate of mining now. Oh, they drive farm equipment into cities. I don't know, you could be mistaken for being Dutch doing that. So what has that done to the... Yeah, look at that. So gone from, what, 3.6 up to 5 point, nearly 6k? Significantly improved the situation. Or German as well now. See, my reference was to the Dutch farmers protesting that I'd been hearing about. That's not good. Oh dear. So right, you get pasted to you. You. We'll just very quickly switch that over. It's a good thing I noticed that, otherwise I could have been in trouble. Go there. Unload. I mean, I wasn't far off that happening. But didn't farmers win some regional municipal elections? Dutchland? Reduce the number of cows and things. Yeah. Let's avoid politics. Yeah, it's getting on that. It's edging that line, isn't it? We'll park it there. Oh, you need some water. Not getting water. That's suboptimal. Okay. That's one way to give it water. Melorith. Long time no see indeed. How we doing? Water to that. So everyone's coming out lately. I feel like that ain't quite right somehow. Doing okay? How about me? Yeah, I'm doing alright. Haven't been well all week. Ever since I did a work trip last week, and then I caught something either over there or on the way back. Possibly COVID, although it's just been like crazy fever, so I've been a bit been having the delirium. That's used up all the sulfur, hasn't it? Or has it used up all the water? Or is it? What has it? Oh, it's used up all the dirty, filled up the dirty water pipe. Which means that I didn't plug in the dirty water pipe, which makes sense because I never plugged in the dirty water pipe. it down to there. Also had a work trip last week, which was a thing. Doing the check years for an adopt new law stricter than the former than required. Good to hear. Yeah. I mean, apart from the being sick part and the fever, the delirium fever and other stuff. Oh, hang on. I didn't do something. What didn't I do? Oh, that's the copper line, that's why. Put the inserters on the wrong side. That was a unit of dumb, wasn't it? Well, at least it won't insert it to where it shouldn't go. There we go, you can deal with that. I didn't see anything. I mean, it's probably already, yeah, it's lit up to there. Go. Your issue with farmer thing that is the whole politics side being funded by a big farm. It's also farmer that is believed for profit. Oh yeah, the mega consortiums, they're a problem everywhere. Where everything is, all the farms are run by a big. I forget what's the term for it. I can't think of the term for it. I think it is consortium. Okay. Go back to loading. You do? How's pollution cloud doing? Well, that's generating an intense cloud. Oh, I'm finding a way down there, which isn't ideal. Should probably have some scratching posts for the biters at some point set up. Should also consider maybe using loaders or something instead of inserters, but I don't really want to. It's like effort and stuff. Big farmer in the medicine, and then big farm. It's not inaccurate. It's all so intertwined now. Supposedly now, from what I've been hearing, I'm trying to think now. There's a thing about, are you going for the Orwellian? Everyone's been going on the Orwellian bandwagon recently. There's a thing about importing dirt in the US to restore the nutrients in the soil because the agriculture is so intense. The agricultural process now was so intense that the soil doesn't recover nutrients anymore like it used to. They don't do, presumably they don't do any, what do they call it? Fallow seasons. You can go there, and you can go there. And they're fully stonked. I actually need 2. 55, how you doing? I like how on one screen it says it's the 5 minute countdown started, and it only just started on the other screen. They're off by like 15 seconds, 10 seconds. You fill up the potato stocks at Macca's. I always remember it as fallow. I'm probably remembering it wrong. Yeah, it's where you just don't grow anything to restore the nutrients. They finally fixed the ice machines. Do you know what's astonishing is that there was one when I was studying that was broken for literal years, and um, happened to go past it, and the machine was actually working again. The only downside though was the machine looks so nasty, you genuinely do not want anything from it. So yay, they fixed it, but also yuck. You wouldn't want to eat anything from it. The funny thing is that it's probably always been that way. It's just that they also moved the machine so you can actually see it now. It's sort of to the side of the counter instead of behind the counter. They moved it to where it used to be where behind where they took the orders, and they moved it to where you wait for your food. Because they had this sort of ordering area and then a waiting and collecting area, and they moved it over to the collecting area, so you can see it a lot. So it's a lot closer, and you can actually see it now. And yeah, it's just nasty. Ah, it's time. Exclamation mark bot heist. That's how you guarantee to lose. Alright, so soon enough, we should lose all power here because it's connected via a single connection point. So close to being full. There we go. Receiving more iron, excellent. And at some point I'm going to have to pick all this up. And then at some points, I'm going to have to... I don't really want to do it, but double smelting. That's where I'm thinking I'll need a train or something. And do external smelting. And then just train everything in. I think in the very first playthrough I did, I think that was the one mistake, was never actually expanding beyond the starter stuff. Probably should have done more train stuff. Okay, you need to be switched to that, because these are technically, in Krastorio 2, furnaces are technically assembly machines. I actually have more of them now too, because the process is so much more efficient. It is so nice to have a base bot to provide everything. I can get used to that. The bot actually helped you. Normally, when Nightbot's in, everyone loses, except for Nightbot. It's down to 0. Oh yeah, what was I saying before about the bots? I was looking into Phantom Bot, but I don't really, I don't know if it's still being actively developed, and I don't know what other bots sort of exist that are modular and have similar capabilities. It's all up in the air at the minute. It's not quite a full belt, but it's certainly trying. Uh... Oh, yeah. Get rid of this too. Now that we've got bots, how are they? Mostly, it's just down to basically inserters now and roboports. Done everything else. That's pretty neat. It's also very cyan. There's the trash can. Trash can being robo frames. Oh, that's right. I need to get inserter parts going. How hard it is to make a bot. Software. It's easier making an AI, easier than learning Java. I don't know, Java I thought was pretty straightforward. The issue was that you very quickly degenerate into just a complete catastrophe. Like, it very quickly becomes messy. I like Python in a way. I say that and I basically live Python. Yeah, there they were. Ah, now we're making bots. Even though they're not in robo range. Python is great. It is pretty good. It's one of those things where I regret not learning it sooner. But it's one of those things where you need someone to sort of actively make you aware of it to really get in on it. Oh, there was a... Yeah, there. A sneaky little sausage. That wasn't the old key. Another one there. Dare you not get upgraded? One more was enough. Not that I can fit it. One plus one equals 11 in Java. Step another. That's the real problem with Java is just the infinite pile of libraries. Just need to fix something, just slap another library in. 1.8, well, 1.8k. That's pretty much. I mean, there's a few gaps, but it's well there. As I say, I'm pretty sure it was 60 was the total. Pretty sure. Am I filling trains? Ah, that is the next step. So remember, over here, as we work on our squirrel projects, there is this thing here. It's fuel provider. Then we request some of them and them because I'm sick of not having them. But I'll make it only 30 and 30. And then Veldak made you. Ah, he birthed you. I'm actually surprised no one's claimed that account till now. That is quite shocking. Uh, and breaks because one library wasn't updated, or one completely innocuous, tiny, teeny, tiny library breaks an entire ecosystem because they delist it from the Node.js store. That one was pretty funny. Huh, that's really scaled down. Left pad incident. I never remember that one. It sounds familiar. Let's pop that there. That there. So I should realistically make those buffer chests, even though I probably have buffer chests available. I imagine that it's at least crafted some, or at least attempting to craft some. Oh, it was the that was the actual package. I thought it was a different package. Oh no, I'm thinking of the Log4j thing. I'm thinking of something different. Yeah, the Log4j was the was also a scandal, but that was for a different reason. Yeah, left pad was random developer thing who pulled it, and then it broke literally everything. Alright, we finished all research. I think I was actually letting it sort of do its thing though, because like everything's very much starved of resources. Yeah, Log4j was the Java logging library that everyone also used, and then it turns out there was a rather hefty exploit in it that all the Minecraft hackers were using. Perhaps future lies in the hand of a hobbyist in Iceland who solo maintains one package. It's crazy. It's a funny thing about it too was that it was always sort of expected. It's just that, well, it was always like, well, not expected, but it was always theorized that such a thing would happen. Now it finally did happen. Now, can I find? Answer is probably not. Might be down there. The Mark II miners. I may have made an entire Mark II row. If I was to hazard a guess. Yeah. Oh, the exploit was actually known. I don't actually look at XKCD anymore, but yeah. how accurate it was. I'm sure there was one back in the like 15, an XKCD from like 15 years ago. That actually that represents that. I like how you barely used any fuel as well. Okay, so the thing I was going to do is request in. Oh, except I do not have robo coverage. Can't be interrupting nap time now. Very important. Oh, how did that not? I thought you did the permit. Huh. It didn't. It shouldn't have timed out. Might have to do an unban too, so it can actually send because it's timed out for 30 seconds. I think Nightbot's shortchanged you a little bit on the on the 60 seconds there. There we go. Got there at the end. See, from now on, I outsource that to Velda because last time I accidentally last two times I think that happened. When I was trying to unban someone, I ended up permabanning them instead. That was embarrassing. Anyway, that cloud, it's sort of thinned out. I need to think about getting over there though. Only one place you're banned? You hate Twitch for putting that person into recommended? Ah, like that is it? I don't think there is anywhere I am banned. I've definitely come across people that I've been like, where they've said like one thing and I'm like, well, see ya. That's definitely happened. I think I should also maybe collect some crap for going out and doing things. I'm just going to dump tier 1 stuff now. At this point, might as well upgrade it out. Actually, the thing that I wanted to deliver there, but fine. To allow us to remove people from recommended, but at least not recommended streams when they were banned. Oh, the recommendation thing is just really dumb. It's really simple and basic. It's got no intelligence to it whatsoever. So just yeet a whole pile of those while I'm at it. Do an unban request. Be like all the cringe lords on Amarath's channel. Where like all of them are like, whoopsie daisy, I didn't mean that, that's so cringy. Don't say. Now. It's telling this thing to make, it's probably, yeah, over here that I turned off. Well, there's one solution to that. Say 50 of you. Bam to Amaranth. Audience you can't understand. It's a very specific market, shall we say. It is. It is a specific market that she targets. Very much playing into the what could best be described as it's not quite the outright OnlyFans, but it's the it's the sort of people who aren't quite up to that level, you know, the younger and not quite up to that level yet, who just want the sneaky peek, the sneaky tease. Okay, it's just a matter of getting gears, is it? Is it not? It is. Parasocial relationships and all that sort of business is what I was thinking of. Uh, ah. And yeah, that's the thing though, is that those types of people have that sort of fantasy that they will get something out of it. I think the robots are a little bit behind on requests. I mean, given there is only like 80 of them. I think. I think. Oh, you need steel beams. That's a problem. Parasocial, I mean, not literally your friends. I was going to show up at your house and down soon. I do actually know people, streamers who have had that happen. Although that was more because a certain uh, name who decided to drop in and drop their address into chat. Yeah, I actually did give into it. It's just then I changed up how everything works, and now it doesn't work anymore. um, and T. This is so many like little distractions, and T. Around the right way. Construction ports was T. No, I didn't. T and I. This is why I normally change the default settings. Okay. That should continue to release until both have like 400 in the network. Had to take down the cab after competing too hard and getting a cease and desist. Yeah, you know the secret now. The secret's out. I was too hot. Too hot for Twitch. So I want to generally move in that direction. Which means I probably should grab some more track. Probably a few more signals too wouldn't hurt. Maybe not that much track. What crap can I get rid of? That can go. Worse than exterminators pockets. It's just full of garbage. React doesn't get sent? I didn't even know there was a React. Can't try on a bikini in living. No, you're not allowed to. Males are not allowed to do anything. Men are barely allowed to do anything, show anything, compared to women, according to the terms. Oh, that afterwards. But admittedly, though, that whole ruling came about because of people who were basically streaming in their underpants. Which was kind of weird. It does carry a lot of stuff. He does, doesn't he? Does tend to carry a bit of everything. And then complains when he gets nuked while carrying everything. And in the bulls category. There was a whole subculture at one point in time. Showing off particular parts. Or like streaming in your underpants. On a completely different topic, while I think of it, I was looking at new motherboards earlier today. I came across something rather surprising. The AM5 boards and I haven't looked at all the Intel ones. None of them have SP-diff headers, which has been a staple of like every motherboard since Pentium 4s. I was going through them and like, does it have a digital output header? Nope. MSI seems to have completely done away with it, and I couldn't find. I've started looking through ASUS manuals and couldn't find one either. There's apparently. Does that mean SPDIF is, or SPDIF is gone the way of Firewire? There's even a stream titled "Pool and Bitches." There was a swimming pool in someone's backyard with lots of dogs running around it. I see what they did there. Oh, hello, biters. How you doing today? Should probably do something about that, shouldn't we? Hello, big biters. How you doing? So normally, well, I did see one with an optical header, but normally on the motherboard itself, you would find a 3-pin header for an SPDIF backplane adapter. You could find them on pretty much every motherboard for like the last 10 or 15 years. I can remember seeing them on Pentium 4 boards, possibly even Pentium 3 boards too, but it might have only been like premium multimedia ones for Pentium 3. What is that, Mage? Mage is here. Yeah, this is the anti-material rifle, which is basically a bumping great sniper rifle. It's basically the Bob's equivalent of Sniper Tower, or the Krastorio 2's answer to the Bob's Sniper Tower. Said you could be alive. If I was using the red ammo, that would be even better. One. I'm still only using yellow ammo, so it's not doing a great deal of damage. Fill my inventory with thingies. Lumber at this rate. I know it was range. Oh, never mind. The inventory is full of lumber now. Factorial mods could fight each other. Which one would win? Antimatter rifle sounds OP already. The Bob Sniper Towers is pretty ridiculous. Oh, I see a tickle of copper right there. Yeah, that's actually really annoying. My setup kind of depends on having a digital output, not an optical. Well, I used to depend on an optical output, but now I need a regular coax digital output. That's really annoying. I can't have digital output on a new motherboard. Rampant would win. It would win. Nothing beats Rampant. Mainly because Rampant would crash the game. And that's the only way to escape is to crash the game. At least last time I played with Rampant, it used to crash the game all the time. What would be smart is putting that in the hotbar. That sounds like one of them good ideas. One of them traditional patented good ideas. Like the old rampant, new one seems a little aggressive. I suspect it's one of those things which just continually over time gets more and more aggressive as people develop strategies to it. Wait, I don't need a blueprint button anymore. Because that... How big is that? 4.7 million versus 2.2. Yes, I can get around. Okay. Sirs? You mind not shooting my stuff, please? Oh, that's one way to fix it, is to just replace it. I thought I actually had some repair packs on me, apparently not. Oh, there's a Darthy. Shouldn't he be on a road trip? Get blasted. I like how this is also shooting down the trees. Probably be a good idea to have some shields at some point too. Hi biters, how you doing today? You look awful deaded. I got rid of my fishies. What was it? 750 kilometers west of the state capital, Brisbane. That's 16th census, had a population of 1,140. Basically the middle of nowhere. The literal middle of nowhere. Stimulated some worms. They're now standing upright. That might be pushing things a little bit. To get distracted or anything. Just let you shoot the binders while I shoot the these thingies. Oh, that's spicy meatball right there. I'm hoping that I can get through these fairly quickly because it's generating a lot of binders. Eat fish? Yeah. For some reason, I threw them away when I was cleaning out the inventory back in base. So that wasn't very smart. I'm thinning out the spawners, which is helping. I think it's time to upgrade to red ammo, though. Ridiculous range. I even had the hotbar and everything. We there yet? Nope. Still got a ways to go. Nearly there, was that? 4 to go. So they got no power now. $200k west of tomorrow. Okay, spawners are down. I like the part where it was alternating, hitting different worms. Worst part is I need to do even more culling of blighters to set this thing up, because there's still like 2 there that are really close. Tell bots to harvest it. Tell bots to harvest these though. But I think taking on those, I'm gonna take all the. I'm gonna have to take all of them on. Taking on all of those is gonna need a bit more than what what gear I have at the minute. It might also be time. Do a bit of a blueprint. That ain't right. Uh, that I think. Nope. Maybe it was literally just that. Nope. And so why didn't that work? 8. Oh, relative to where it started. Shouldn't that what do you need to click and oh, you need to click and drag, that's right. That's why I never use relative. It's always kind of annoying. If you use absolute, then it just always snaps, which generally I prefer. Day? Prefer relatives for mines? I can see why you would. Definitely see why you'd want to keep it relative. Am I out of mining drills, I am. This patch is bigger than I thought it was. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, we'll keep it going. Ended up to the stuff up there. Yeah, the things like the track is better as a global grid than compared to like a mining patch. Mining patch, you just want it local to where it is. Alrighty, that's some of the... Oh, we're on another island here. It'd be convenient if it is. It is so. You just start thinking about a final building site for a larger base. I should see to potentially changing those to sentinels as well. AI is now capable of hiring human agents to feed it input. Do promise waifu pictures. Oh no. Might make a... yeah, 242. Oh, you're not snapping. Did I never... Apparently I never programmed it to snap. Well, I actually sat down and went through all these one day. A long time ago. Oh, it's a lot of crap. Well, looks like we're doing the long walk back. I mean, the modular train stops thing has been a little underappreciated. I don't really use it anymore like I used to. Sort of fallen... well, the thinking has sort of moved beyond needing it. Become redundant. What's that? Mesite. Yeah, 9:30. So I spent most of the time just outposting. In a self-build supply station. I'll get there eventually. There we go. Yeah, I had one of those for vanilla. I think that's actually in the same blueprint book. Possibly. No, I don't think it is. What's the difference between a Madsuri Mark IV and a Mark V? I think a Mark V is just the Madsuri one tiled. Down to 161. Crap, it is actually nearly built. I like that. The auto deconstruct replaces the miner with pipe, so it doesn't break the pipe. Don't know when that was added, but it is a very convenient feature. Auto deconstruct used to be very dumb. Used to be very laggy too. Plus manually with setting requests. You just take a default setter over there. And then when it's done, just delete the request combinator. You just have a combinator requests and just delete it when it's done. Up to 117, 184. I'll bet the Roboport's full, isn't it? Not quite. Yeah, I think it is actually full because it's not inserting. It's full of construction bots. Just need a big building project for the bots, that's all. Okay, what's the next project? There's actually a lot of biters out there. Inconvenient number. So the question is, am I producing time material stuff? Those are cannon shells. I believe these are all in, or over there are all in-game stuff. Looks like it. Yeah, Immersite stuff. Oh, there's only 3 slots, that's why. Explains everything. Yeah, it's an AK. Going back to what I was saying before about by bemoaning the missing SPDIF plug, it is nice to see the M80X form factor getting more than one slot. Cramming some extra, like, I didn't even think it was possible to have, what was it? It was the main 16X slot and then a 1X and another 16. I think it's only wired for 4 or 8. But it's nice to see. Potential for like Thunderbolt or something. Which would be pretty nice. Oh. Apart from expand smelting. Maybe do that. And that. And that. And then that. Effect transmission. Start picking up some of this crap. I should really think about expanding trains, but I don't want to. I've got a system that works. Um, What was I looking at? Well, I was looking at, it was an AM5 MSI. Uh, Look, he just slides on in and just cleans the place out. It was an MSI AM5 board. It was MATX, the one I was looking at. It was actually two of them that were available. They actually both had the 3 PCI Express slots. As I say, traditionally they only ever came with like one or maybe a 1 and 116 and 1X. Suppose I could work on that, but I need U238. That requires chlorine, I think. Which is slightly inconvenient. It's not the end of the world, having said that. It's not quite what I intended. Okay. Do you need fast belts? It's abundance of lanes from the CPU. Does it come with 24 or 20? I'm pretty sure the 1X is chipset. So that's not meant to go in there. Meant to go in there. I would expect the one of the 1Xs to come from the chipset, at the very least. So that. Gigabyte B650 Aorus. And an SPIF. A optical or coax? Optical, yeah. It seems that was the conclusion that I was starting to see, was it looks like the the coax is just gone now. It's gone the way of Firewire. Or faster, indeed. I mean, it could just globally paint it across the base. That would be a thing. Okay, so I need belts and them. Let's see now. Maybe 2. Little excessive. But, eh. Both, was it 2 for, and then 1 in 3 seconds, 2 at 6 versus, I only need 1. Plenty. Gears, you both need gears. Like that. Shovel on the gears. 24 5 lanes, and the other 8 to 12 4 lanes. Might be the wrong way to go about it, but yeah. I mean, 4. That's not really necessary. You need 1. Yeah, that's what I had originally was fine. And you need the plate. You just need the gears. In fact, I don't even need that. Can just do that. If I was so inclined. Suppose I could do that. Drop or yeah, that's a little less awkward. Do it that way. I can be decisive. Oh, I'm not putting it into the red belt. Search done. Oh yeah, you actually need an inserter as well. And I can just expand that as need be. Yeah, you can actually do that in a singular production line and not do it like that. The other one was just prods, which is really, realistically, copy and pasting that. Possibly even me, I'm feeling lazy, belting that down. There, alrighty. Just keep a couple in there. Away we go. See, I have robot ports in my inventory because the bots are finally caught up. I actually have stuff now. That's why you got to leave like 4 or 6 tiles in between builds so you can cram roboports back in. I say back because Veldak just says I'm back. Fortunately, you don't have any research servers. Or I don't have enough research servers. Uh, After all these years, that Nightbot commander still providing hours of entertainment. It's just like completely starved. I could go electric furnaces, but I don't want to. Oh, yeah. Like speed modules and things. Like inserters. Super duper inserters those are. Add a new one to shut up Nightbot. Add another one to the other bot that times it out when it says it. Okay, so the better ammo was steel plate and regular thingy ammo. Conveniently, regular ammo is right here, or the other ammo is right here. It's a simple matter. How's the time compare? It is 2 seconds versus 3 seconds. I like how I've just built this more or less right in the middle of what would be a main bus. So I don't really, need to do that trick. It's just steel plate. Yeah. The more the merrier. Okay, let's plug this in. There we go. Just time each other out. You can't actually have moderators time each other out. Ah, that's why I was pointing the wrong way. One small correction later. We have piercing ammo. But in saying that, I probably should hang on to the other ammo. I can go shoot things. Okay. Feels like there's not been much progress today. Ah, there they are. Superior inserter. But there's been a lot of just supply line stuff that were done. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of what to do in the last 15 minutes. Need to really just explore out. Need to find out what's over there. Yeah, set up like a radar over there. Bit of, bit of that, or a bit of that there. If I was wanting to be faster at this, I would actually take a car, but I'm not going to. Fine concrete or the super duper concrete wouldn't be a bad idea too. Do I have it unlocked? No. Refined concrete. It's the concrete after that that's added in the mod. It'd be a good one to add. That stuff. I think there's still another concrete after that too. And I do need more copper. That's the next challenge. It really does never end. At least I've secured that one and I've got another little one there. I think next time might be just a matter of starting to really make external sites for production. Get things out of the starter base. It's like have somewhere to grind up the stone and such. Somewhere to produce the chlorine. Maybe start start an oil base. It's feeling like that sort of stage of the game. A wood generation site. So somewhere for the greenhouses to go. I think just some general exploration would be a good idea to get all that covered. I could just go up into that forest there and just spam down a bajillion greenhouses. Should actually look at getting the fertilizer going, if anything. That needed nitric acid. Nitric acid was... that's what the mineral water was for. So I do need to secure some mineral water next. So there you go. How many greenhouses? All the greenhouses. Surprisingly, there's no biters out here. Considering it's a desert and all that. Oh, now we're out of track. Oh, iron. Oh, I have a little bit. Now I don't. Give the bots something to do next time they're around here. Yeah, mineral water. Looks like the way to go. What is it? Ammonia and mineral water. Ammonia is just hydrogen and nitrogen. So both of those can be made from atmospheric condensers, or I can take it from the electrolyzer. I also need to make hydrogen chloride at some point too. I'll need like a whole stone processing facility. think last time I had a gasification base and as well as the oil base. It's giving me ideas of aggressively trainifying the liquids. I think that's enough construction bots for... oh, hello. They're still using all the biomethanol. 0.2k, 0.9 versus 2k. I think we can afford to double it. 20 engine units. I mean, it's probably being produced in there somewhere, but God knows where. Yeah, look out, I have ideas. You know it's bad when I have ideas. Oh, and bots are bringing me things. This is glorious, this is. Just instant drop down. If needs demands it, I can increase production. Yeah, like I could have atmospheric condensers that can feed directly into trains and things. No one playing Factorio? Is there like no one playing? People playing. I mean, you got a choice of waifus and people who aren't even watching themselves. Yeah. German. 2 Germans. Ooh, Veldak. Knows everyone. Look out. The neat base, very little spaghetti. Say that. Say that, and then you see this disaster. 2 Germans, a VTuber, 1 other English-speaking streamer, a bunch of 1-2s. That's pretty much what I'm seeing now. See, I also need to double smelting, but I really don't want to. But I think the conclusion is I need to double smelting. It's above average, I will admit. For me, trying to just blaze through the game, this is above average. I'd have trouble placing that yellow belt though. We'll see. Righty. Stuff coming down. Oh, balls. Try again. The old off by one that we know and love, and that you hold near and dear to your heart, and you come to expect from me. Can you actually keep up with this crap? Apparently so. I mean, I could change it to loaders if I was so inclined. Ha! Now I gotta make it all fit. Let's upgrade this as well. Speaking of upgrading, probably upgrade them. Proud of yourself. Steam say you haven't opened Factorio in a full day. Time to break that streak. Gets that way, doesn't it? It's like a an addict falling off the wagon. Ah, iron's all gone. I need to more faster this thing, I think. Everyone keeps saying I should really change it to loaders. I should really change it to loaders. Maybe if I actually got some loaders in my pocket, that would help. Right, let's go up there, and that'll be like the last thing for today. And then hopefully between now and next time I'll actually find the first recording of this. Otherwise it's gone forever. I thought I did record it. As I was saying at the beginning, I was looking for the recording and I couldn't find it anywhere. It looks like the save that I did from 2 hours in, when I started this, because I saved over, I made a new save, was the 1st of November, so apparently that's when this was started, was early November last year. Which means it's taken until now to get around to finishing it. Oh, that's actually run out. It's probably because the train spends so long sitting there loading, unloading. Yeah, something like that. Just a tower of splitters. Absolutely monstrous tower of splitters. The year is ready. Well, early in the afternoon, isn't it? Or is it celebrating a job well done in the meeting? I've used up most of that capacity. Apparently. By the looks of it, I've used up most of the engines that I've added. I did also design this around producing a single belt too. I probably should have done a bit more. Oh well, I mean, this was only meant to do research at the end of the day. Oh, that's emersite. Biofuel. Biomethanol. 15 gigajoule. Well, I think that'll do it for today. Next time we'll start mining, set up for mining uranium and whatever else. I think it was sulfuric acid, not chlorine. I was thinking of rare metals. It's confusing the two. But yeah, we'll extend the line next time. Get the uranium mined, which means we can get the prod science going. Get that happening. Wow, that's still terrible. When you realise the entire build is going just into steel production. And as Nightbot's the winner, I think we'll call it there. So, thank you for watching, hanging out, and all that good stuff. Appreciate you all being here as always. We shall continue this on tomorrow, hopefully. Yes. Yes, that is it exactly.
Not happy, Dan!
It is the end. Yeah, we'll continue on tomorrow and do all that stuff I said before.